here's a classic and one for the Ford lovers. 1934 Ford 5-window coupe. All steel. Flathead V8 underneath the hood. 3-speed manual transmission. This one looks as good in person as it does in the pictures and videos. Let's take a look at this chrome iconic front grille. Dual horns. Of course, the chrome bumperettes. Take your time looking through the still pictures on this one. UniqueClassicCars.com is where you can check out all the still pics. If you're seeing this video on YouTube, go ahead and click on the link down below in the description. That's going to take you right to our website where you can see all the still pics. You can also call us at 507-386-1726. Any questions on this one? These are Kelsey Hayes spoked wheels. As you can see, center caps, beauty rings, red wheels, black car. What more do you want? Again, all steel. Let's take a look down this passenger side. We're going to start it up, let you hear it run, take a little peek underneath the hood. We'll also drive this car at the very end of the video, so stick around to the very end. Interior, that mohair finish look, kind of a neutral tan or taupe color. Very stock looking interior. We're going to go through some things inside. They're a little bit different with the radio. A little more modern radio to it. Nice setup. 12-volt system it's been switched to. Of course, this rear window will crank down. Goes about halfway. Front window vent. That will vent open outwards. That is also working. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation. And this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. And you can see the passenger side, it's got a nice reflection in the paint. It's not full of nicks, dings, scratches, anything major there. Rear mounted spare. Also a few miscellaneous tools we'll send along with this. Look like Ford tools. We'll put those back in the car. You can see close-ups of them in the still pictures. You kind of want to see what vintage they are. Matching spoked rear wheel. Chrome bumpers, bumperettes looking good. Trunk area has also been finished off nicely. You can see that in the still pictures. You know, if you like these early Fords, maybe street rods, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We get a lot of these cars in. Along with everything else that we deal with, from late model sports cars to muscle cars to classics, street rods. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You never know what you may see come through here. If you're into looking at cars, checking them out, go ahead and do that. Let's take a look down the driver's side. Again, you can see the paint shows well, not full of nicks, dings, or scratches. Anything major there, especially for black, really shows well. Rear end, 354 gears, according to the previous owner. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this interior. A few things I want to go over. Now, of course, the suicide door. These things open and close very nicely, very secure. Take a look at the door panels. Nice shape. Battery location, right underneath the mat here. Driver's side. Again, 12-volt system. This switch you see right there for a electric fuel pump. So what I've done is started it and then click the switch on. You can also see it does have blinker switch here. Blinkers are incorporated into these lights here, and the rear ones. Those are working. They do not self-cancel, FYI. Headlights work. Of course, those work off this inner turn here. Horn also works. Wipers do work. Right here is the pull for the wipers. Those are vacuum operated. Now, as far as the stereo, this looks like an older stereo. This left one turns it on and off. Let me go ahead and turn the ignition on too. You can see that it lit up. That does work as far as powering up. I have not gotten reception on the radio, but there is a cord for it. It's a more modern stereo, so it'll run like an iPod, just so you know. There's also a 12-volt charger in here. And I'll picture up the little cheat sheet that tells you some of these things I'm going over. Of course, parking brake, make sure you have that off. Here's the vent, cowl vent, crank for the front windshield. All right, let's fire this up. So we have the ignition on. I'm gonna go ahead and start it, and then we'll get that fuel pump going. All right, clicking it to the right or the passenger side turns on the fuel pump. Fuel gauge does not work. Temp gauge does, it's according to previous owner. A great looking dash. This thing runs and sounds like a flathead. Take a look at the headliner. Interior is finished off as nicely as the exterior. And again, kind of that taupe color. Listen how that door closes. Slip around to the back. Nice quiet running flathead. I have it idled down pretty low too. Throttle's pushed all the way in, as well as the choke. Very cool cars. Gotta love the look going too, especially in this 5-window coupe. All right, let me pause this. Let's take a look at this engine bay. I want to show you it running. And then again, stick around to the very end. We're going to drive this car, show you how it goes down the road, put the camera in it, take you for a virtual ride, if you will. All right, on this one I have the capability to open both sides of the hoods. Has the hood holder for each side, and there it is. Flathead V8, of course, single carb sitting up top. Now remember, this is 12 volts, so we have electronic ignition, electric fan. Nice setup. Love the chrome. And here we are. Passenger side. So nice, clean, tidy engine bay. Very stock looking, of course, with the exception of electronic ignition and that electric fan underneath there. But that authentic flathead look. 1934 Ford 5-window coupe. It's a beauty. Call us 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Take your time looking through all the still pictures. You'll be able to see the underside, interior, engine bay, trunk. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation. And this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, did you know that this car qualifies for an extended warranty? It's just like the one you get at your new car dealership, except it covers your classic car instead. It covers all the major components like engine, transmission, drivetrain, and you can get coverage up to 10 years. Repairs aren't cheap. These extended warranties are a no-brainer. Contact us for a quote on this car today.
Today we're driving a 1934 Ford Model 40 in black. This is a 5-window coupe with a 3-speed on the floor, manual transmission. Let's see how she does on the highway. Our speedometer is working well. The amp gauge shows charging when you're driving. We have an aftermarket blinker attached to the column, and that appears to be working. Temperature gauge is a vial that fills with fluid. It's showing a little over half on the gauge. I'm not seeing any liquid on the fuel side of the gauge. Nice smooth running Ford. One of those classic body styles that everybody seems to love, with the big chrome headlights and the curves. It's a beautiful car. Well done interior. Cloth bench seat. The doors and the windows, they feel nice and firm and tight when you're using them. It's well built. Of course, the suicide door is just another awesome feature. The doors that open backwards, you might say. There is an electric fuel pump on this car. I did turn that switch on before I left, of course. Go down the second for the corner. Such a light car. Doesn't lean much at all. Corners really well. Very windy day today in Minnesota. And still we're only getting a little bit of wind noise. car, take a look at all the pictures of this 34 Ford at uniqueclassiccars.com.